NFL 23.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is finally time to kick off another NFL regular season, folks. Here we go, and what a game we have to start, Charles. A rivalry showdown between the Packers and the Vikings, two teams who have really defined the NFC North for some time.
So let's face it, fans in Detroit, fans in Chicago don't want to hear it, but you nailed it, because one of these two has won 13 of the last 15 NFC North titles in Green Bay. They're on a 3-year streak with 13 wins in each of those seasons. The Packers are obviously heavy favorites, but if Minnesota can get above its 8 wins from last year, they've got a chance to challenge Green Bay for this division crown.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Defense rolling out the nickel package for a big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now an end around as Cousins have just popped us forward. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 20.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, for TV people, what a great game to sell right out of the gate.
There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewisine. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
It's hard to believe as he gets that first down, but Sammy Watkins is in his 9th NFL season, and he still hasn't even turned 30 yet. Plenty of tread left on the tires to be a contributor, like he has been with 4 teams over his first 8 years in the league.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Being chased out left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and
now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Step, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
6 yards left on 2nd down. A give to Cook out of the gun, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the touchdown ground as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter in the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis C.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
And they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Zadarius Smith in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers.
And he's going to go down again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And one more time, that's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you...